Hi friends. I just woke up, so that's why I look like this. But I don't have my suitcase still. It was lost in the airport. So I still don't have it. It's been 2 days now, which is a great reason for me to go shopping today, so it's okay. Um, Thanks for everyone's comments on yesterday's post. No, I'm not engaged. No rings, I promise. That was just a James Avery ring that I always wear on that finger because it fits there. But no engagements, not for a while. I promise I'll announce it when it happens. And I would never be able to wait for 2 days. I would let you know right away. So our vacation was beautiful and wonderful, and thanks for all the comments. It was like better than I could have ever imagined. It was awesome. Today I'm here to tell you about Chris's little hide and seek scheme. It was pretty funny. We had gone out, we did the whole like day on the beach, and we were showing Ashley and them. Then we did the scooters, and then we got back because it was raining, and so we were at the resort while it was raining for a while, and we started making those coconut drinks, and they were literally just straight vodka and coconut water. So we had been drinking since like 9 o'clock that morning. So once we went to town or went to the little village and started drinking with the locals, um, we were pretty wasted by about 6 o'clock. Well, Chris is addicted to casinos. I shouldn't say addicted because he doesn't like have to be at one, but he loves gambling, loves casinos, and Chris is a big bettor. He's not like I'll go to a $10 table. The boy loves roulette, and he loves to bet $100 at a time. And it's ridiculous because he will literally lose hundreds of dollars in 10 minutes. And it doesn't bother him, but I'm like, holy shit, how can you do that? So, um, luckily, we don't go to casinos that often because it usually doesn't turn out that we win. But I've been dating him long enough to know that once he starts getting money, if it's sitting in front of him, then I need to take it. Because if I don't take it, if it's just sitting there in chips, he feels like, oh, that's just more to put down, go all in on one hand. So I started hiding all of our money and putting it in my pockets, and I was drunk, but he was wasted. So he was, yelling and clapping really loud and just being like, everyone in the casino was staring. Like, people were looking everywhere. The pit boss came over and was like, y'all either have to tone it down or leave. They, Chris was like, she's taking my money, and they were like, you cannot touch somebody else's money. And I lied to these people. I was like, I'm his wife. I will take his damn money if I want. And obviously I was drunk and kind of like bossy. And so they were like, oh shit, she really must be his wife. So they let me take all of his money. But anyways, we cash out everything, and I like make him leave the casino. And I had these other people that were there with me who were so nice, and they were like, oh yeah, Chris, it's time to leave, we're all leaving now, because they could tell that I just couldn't take any more of trying to tame him down. So by the time we left the casino, and obviously casinos are for drinks, so by the time we left the casino, I had stopped drinking because I was trying to like take care of him, and Chris had continued drinking because he was having like the time of his life. So we get back to our room, we go upstairs, we stayed in the tower, we were on the 10th floor, and he had we're all the way at the end of the hall. Like, so you had to literally walk like probably 200 yards to our room from the elevator. It was really far. Well, we get into the room. He gets butt naked, which Chris is not like a person who gets naked. He's not one of those guys who just gets naked all the time. He doesn't even like to sleep anything like sleep naked. He likes to be in boxers. So he gets butt naked. He's like walking around our room. He shakes out my backpack. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you shaking out my backpack that I travel with? He's like, oh, they're I need to look for stuff. I'm looking for my money. Like, he just was drunk. He wasn't making any sense. I took all of the money he wanted, hid it everywhere because I didn't want him to find it and then go back to the casino. So at this point, y'all, I am legit, like, I love this man, but I am babysitting. I'm just trying to get him in bed and make him go to bed. Well, he's walking around all drunk and naked. And so I go into the bath. No, I'm in the regular part of our room. And I see him go into the bathroom. So he goes in the bathroom and he closes the door, and I'm just like laying in bed. And he comes out of the bathroom, and I hear the door open, and like from where our room is, like the bed, the room's over here, and then the bathroom's right here, and then right here is the door. So he comes out of the bathroom, and he goes to the door, and all of a sudden I hear, "Time for hide and seek," and the door to the room shuts, to the hotel room. So now he is butt naked running around our hotel. And I know him well enough to know that he's running. He's not just like walking down the hallway. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm playing hide and seek with Kristen." So I jump out of bed. I like throw on, like, because I was at that point I was wearing like it was like this, like, you know, like a dress like thing. So I throw on some pants because I don't want to be running around in like a nightie dress. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I run out of the room. I look down the hallway. He's nowhere to be found. So I fucking take off down this like 200-yard hallway that's just straight. I am running full speed as fast as I can because all I can think about is that he's going to get into the elevator butt naked to go downstairs to hide because he's going to want to be outside to hide in like a great place in all of these trees. So, I like get in the elevator, I go down the stairs, I get out, and I don't see him anywhere. I'm like, fuck, like, how can he be this fast, you know? So I get to the bottom, I walk out, and there's a security guard, and I'm like, "Oh my god, have you seen a man come out of an elevator?" Because I'm not gonna say a naked man, because then they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, we have a naked guy roaming around." So I'm like, "Have you seen a man come out of an elevator?" And the guy's like, "Oh no, ma'am, nobody's been out here in like 30 minutes." I'm like, "Thank God he's not out here, so he has to be back on the 10th floor." So I get back in the elevator, go back up to the 10th floor. I search our hallway. Like I go down the hallway, check the ice room, check all like the places I know where he's been, you know, because I knew he would like try to hide somewhere like familiar. So I get back. I'm like almost in tears because all I can think is that he's running around butt naked. He's gonna get arrested in the Bahamas naked and go to jail, and I'm going to have to deal with this. So I was like, oh my god. I get back. I go into our room, which I didn't have a key. So then I was like, fuck, I don't have a key. I get back and I notice that the little thing is, you know, the little like door lock is like open and the room door is open. I'm like, okay, good. He must have like come back to the room. I walk into the room, y'all, and right where you walked into our room, immediately to the left is the swing door closet. I walk in and this fucker jumps out butt naked. He's like, boo! I like scream bloody murder. I'm like crying because I thought he was like, and he is just laughing to like, could not stop laughing hysterically, like belly laugh, giggling, and thinks that is the funniest hide and seek ever. And he's still naked. So I'm like, "Chris, put on your clothes." I was like mad at this point. I'm like, "Get your ass in bed." I was like, this, I've had enough. I'm so tired. And so he's like, "You don't want to play hide and seek?" And I'm like, "No more fucking hide and seek. We have never played hide and seek since we've been dating. Why? What's up with the hide and seek?" He's like, "Kristen, you need to be more fun, you need more adventurous." Gives me a fucking lecture on being adventurous, being fun, and hide and seek, and how everyone should play hide and seek because hide and seek is the best game ever. And if more adults play hide and seek, then we would all have more fun in life. Kid you not. So finally, I get him in bed, I make him go to sleep, and I basically was like, "If you get out of this bed, I'm going to kill you." And we woke up the next day. He did not remember going to the casino. He won $1,600 and did not remember it at all. And he pretty much had the worst hangover. I had a hangover, but his was like 10 times worse. And when I told him about the whole hide and seek scheme, I had no recollection of it. It's like, why hide and seek? I'm like, you tell me. So it makes for a good story now. It's pretty funny, but that we had a lot of like fun, like crazy things on vacation that happened like that. But that was just one of them that I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to tell people about this because people that know him are going to die laughing because he's just, Chris is the life of the party. He's full of life, and he's just it's very, very outgoing and wild, and so it's just funny to share with everyone the crazy antics of him being wasted in the Bahamas. But So I have the rest of the pictures from our trip below, so enjoy them. We had a great time. And then tomorrow I have a giveaway for a free necklace. So come back and win a free necklace. It's cute. And then I will see you guys on Monday. I'm sorry, the giveaway is going to be on Friday. Tomorrow is going to be Inspiring Healthy. So check back then. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.